Hi guys. Gonna try not to cry throughout this one, although I've already had a moment. It's funny how we learn lessons, isn't it? Like how God wants us to grasp something, and it's that expression, you can't grasp something by reading it in a book, or it's not written in a script that you just read and then you've got the lesson, because it's just print. And it's through our experiences that we have such a deeper knowing of what might be written. So what's written makes sense, but you can't just read it without the experience, because then you don't get it. And this morning, through kind of a vision, I was taken back to the night that I lost my mum, and I saw myself like in my grief, in my body, but also what I was experiencing at that time, in vision, in spirit. I was still connected to her, I could see her, I had that ability even then, and she felt so close, but she'd gone. And I think for other reasons, there was this feeling of guilt that maybe I could have asked her to come back. She, I don't know, it's just, don't know what. I think I had hope that she'd get better. Anyway, this is going to be one of them videos. The message that was coming through for me was, I'm used, or we all are, I'm used to losing people. And I always thought I had to get over the fear of losing people. That would, like, but I don't think that's it. I think what the deeper lesson here is that you can't, if you love something, you can't hold it. No matter how much you love it, you can't hold it. Love is unconditional. My love for my mum didn't change because of her absence. And then I was thinking, like, there are babies that I've held in my womb that I never got to meet, but it didn't change the way I loved them or felt about them. And what am I trying to say here? The love you have for things, if you really love something, it doesn't change, no matter what. No matter if that person disappears, or how they treat you, or if they die, or if they move to a different country, or if you haven't seen them for 400 years. Love is. There's no buts. It just is. And as I was experiencing this, it was a feeling of not the ability to let go of things you love, because you can't let go of things you love. You love unconditionally, but letting go of how that looks, the container of it. I can't control my children to behave and act in a certain way. I'm not a dictator, but I love them, even if they do things that I might know that will hurt them or disapprove of. It won't changed my love for them. And then I had the picture of the prodigal son. Always Bible stories for me, I guess. That's just the way I was brought up. And there was two sons, one that was completely obedient and stayed in the father's home in the mansion, and the other one ran off and spent all his money and squandered and had sex and was just living in a pig's will, just disgrace of a life. He just hit rock bottom. But how did the father welcome that son? With open arms. He threw a party, and then the good son got jealous. Well, I've been here doing all the right things and you never threw a party for me. But that was the essence of love. Doesn't matter what people do or how they are, if you really love someone, it's completely unconditional. And then I just felt Saul said to me, that is the journey. That is the journey of waking up and knowing that you are so loved. There's nothing that we can do that will ever change the way we are loved. And that's God's love, Source's love, divine love. You can never disconnect that. You can never break that connection. And in that, in experiencing that for ourselves, in knowing it, like how many times you have to try to break connections, like I've had enough of this. You can't. And in the same way, that's how much we are loved. You can never break the connection from God. You can never not be loved. And I think that revelation for me today will change the way that I charter through life. Like love doesn't try and shape things or make it look how I want in order to love something or someone. You can't. You either do or you don't. And we are loved. And I want to stop these tower moments now.